All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene, the Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Oh, chill, bro. Sit down, bro. Bro, chill. Sit down. Chill, sit down, bro.
Watching that, Barney! Detroit! Watching that, Barney! Detroit!
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. And we see the emphasis earlier. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's up. Because, you know, a player of his stature,
it's caught inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. He goes underneath to Freeman. And now running right through it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Lamar Jackson. Come on, man.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
To throw on second down is Newton. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Yeah, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's Newton now on second down. Dancing to his left. And he whips that one incomplete there. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's third down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Tech McKinley coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Jackson on first down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. This Carolina D was 3rd in the NFL in sacks last year.
And sometimes that surprises people when they hear that, because who's the dominant pass rusher that you think of putting up double-digit sacks? They do it collectively as a unit and get to the quarterback.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Gone! Detroit!
From the gun, it's Jackson. Pass incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
To throw is Jackson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Microwave up.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs,
in the middle
they're going to open up a
yeah.
world of opportunities for
Fingers
this
on my
offense going
back.
forward.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, it's Newton. A dump off to
Let me get my spin on
and he'll be
it.
brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Newton now to throw. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Off the bootleg. Newton sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st.
Oh, my Cam. There's times when I'm not analyzing up here. I'm just appreciating. Led NFL quarterbacks in rushing last year. He is truly the ultimate weapon at that position.
On the counter, Elliott. Able to power through, and he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, They have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down, Elliott. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
This nigga here.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment.
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick. But that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get...
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Mario Addison in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
On second down, here's Jackson. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Jackson. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, you're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
That ain't going to work. See?
I don't know about that. Super toe.
2 minutes to go here in the first
You almost
half.
ain't getting no spot, huh?
We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. The Panthers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7.
Do
Out of the gun, Newton. Now he'll let it go deep over. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain of 38 there on third down. Elsewhere, second quarter in D.C. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. On first down, Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They go play action here on first down.
Oh, my goodness.
Double team, and it's intercepted.
What?
Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll throw on first down with Jackson.
Oh.
He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And they get it down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now Jackson on first down. $11 more on that one, and another first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Gun! 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 Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Gun! 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 Gun!
What, man?
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Detroit! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And bulldozing his way through. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
You better keep this field goal.
This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
No
And
way!
he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. To throw on second down is Newton. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Bro, have a seat, man.
Well,
Sit
last
down,
drive
man.
he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally.
Yeah, man.
He usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Here's Newton now on second down. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Newton now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, get right down. We gonna sit. Ready?
From the gun, here's Newton. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Ready?
10th carry now for Elliott. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. Now pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Newton now to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And Godot's kick is
Lock it down,
right
man.
through.
You're doing too much right now,
field
man.
goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now.
Gun! 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 Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Jackson on first down. He's got him in. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They give him a gain of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! Hot!
Throwing on 1st down. Jackson looking sideline, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go, fellas.
A shotgun snap for Newton. It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Play action. It's Newton. Smith catches left side. That goes for a gain of 31. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Again to Elliott. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Gano the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 21-17. Gano out to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustment.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Gun! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Over!
From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
After the interception, here's Jackson. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot!
Jackson from the shotgun. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Odell Beckham with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Flush to his right.
Oh, my goodness.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. The wideout, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10, Newton again. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Carolina. 53 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Now Elliott.
Oh, my goodness.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Newton.
Oh.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Takk McKinley in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now Newton on 3rd and goal. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Takk McKinley in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Gano's kick is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Jackson. Going for the deep ball. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that will make this a 19-point game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Looking to throw on second down. Newton. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. The Panthers on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. 3rd and 2, Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's Newton. And to the tight end Olsen, right side. And he gets it down to the 32. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
Come on now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Newton. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Hey.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he will find his man. That's Hogan complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Operating from the gun, Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
He's going to get it running right. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll come out in the pistol. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. This is caught. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. They'll roll him out right. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this...